I was born in a Catholic home. I guess as I grew up at a high school, a lot of people I knew veered the right path. I myself took the left path of sin. That carried me through a life of despair, addiction, of hard drugs, alcohol, crime, several suicide attempts. I was very far away from God. About 15 years, that was all I knew. About 2 years ago, I was involved in a robbery and wounding that nearly took my life. That was my turning point. At that time, that's when I met God, and I started changing my ways. And then a year after that, I had a stroke that nearly took my life. And then ever since then, I was looking for a church. Through all those difficult times, I knew I needed to find somewhere to call home. And I'm more than happy that I've met Mark in Forward City, and to have people like yourselves to call family. Now I went to Next, now moving into a life group, which if anybody would have knew me 3 years ago, it would have never been who I was. So it's just the power of Christ. If he could change me, the person who I was, the power of God is almighty for sure.
And so just a couple of days ago, you were talking about celebrating being clean, so let's share that too.
So St. Patrick's Day was 1 year without alcohol, and thank you. And just about 3 years off of hard drugs.
But the love of Christ is working in you, and it's causing you to do other things because of that love. What happened today?
Well, today I went to Tim Hortons and couldn't help but see two homeless men sitting next to the dumpster. And it broke my heart to see them sit there. So I couldn't help but just, I noticed they were hungry. So I'd asked if the two gentlemen had breakfast. And they said no. So I couldn't just watch them. So I brought them into Tim Hortons this morning and bought them breakfast and coffee. Because it's essential we all eat. I think most people would just look astray at those people struggling. And I think everybody just needs to realize that even though struggling with addiction, homelessness, they're all God's children, and they all need love.
This is what God does. And your story is different than his, and our story is different. We are brothers, and it's so cool because when we stand before God, he doesn't see me and him. He doesn't see the differences. He just sees people he loves and people he's redeemed. Our stories may be different, but because of the work of Jesus Christ, we stand as brothers. This is what Jesus does. He changes lives.